Alright, here we are again. Sounds like there's someone right next to me. No? Footsteps. Alright, anyways, I'm curious to see about this stuff. So, like, do I unlock warfare? What the fuck? Oh, there's plus signs. So I want to, like, try to level this stuff up as much as possible. Current level. Okay, so I'm level 2 warfare. I've been in war, apparently. And level 2 unarmed. That's good to know. But that doesn't seem to be unlocking anything. Cute. Okay. How about like other things? Drinking. Fuck, I need to drink more. Lock picking. Stealth. Look at that. See, I stealth around a little bit. Can I get... Oh, I can't get info. After committing a crime, you get a +1 bonus on strength until you're caught. Wow, okay. So I kind of just gotta keep doing things to level up. Main level, first aid. Do I get to pick something here? No? Doesn't seem like. I just keep going. Alright. There's a... Holy shit, there's a bunch of stuff. Strength. Wow. Oh, I get to learn. Minimum level 2. Carry dead or unconscious bodies won't cost you any stamina. Okay. Blocking an opponent's strikes with your shield will cost 30% less. So we're gonna have to get a shield. I like that. Let's do that. Can we do both? No. Okay, just making sure. So I see a star here still. Can I learn all this? You last 30% longer without food, but as soon as you get hungry, effects will be 20% worse. Oh shit. When dirty, you'll have 50% more charisma. Talking to women. Alright. However, people can smell you a mile off, reducing your stealth. Nah, I like stealth. Your stamina will regenerate 20% faster, but 10%. Okay. Increases the sight distance of fast travel. So you notice events on. Also, your chances of evading are also increased by. Oh, so that one seems like it's both good. Start with this. Alright. We got more? Another one? I think we're good. Unless... Okay. I just don't know this. It says there's points. I think that's what that means. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'll leave it for now. Sidekicks? Run! Alright. Excuse you. Is this the guy right here? Yep, that's him.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Okay, thanks, bro.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
Well, alright. I don't like how it cut him off, but that's okay.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear. Aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Seriously? I wonder if I actually have to do that. Eat. Did I eat already? Oh, dude. Take that.
You're that lad from Skalitz? What in heaven's name happened there?
Hold on, bro. We need some deck. I'll grab all the food. Okay, what's that? Let me eat real quick. I'll get back to you shortly here. Food. Does this food go bad? I wonder. Oh, dude, onions are not doing it. Chicken, that's the chicken that's not cooked, right? She didn't know it hit her. I literally punched that motherfucker. Oh wait, hold on. Speech. Why is speech low? Because I thought that was like one of my specialties, was speech. Nothing pops up. Maybe it's something. Oh, maybe it's this? Not sure. It's all like not fancy. Alright, anyways, what do you want? Remote. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
The Lord have mercy. I'm terribly sorry. May the Lamb of God comfort you.
Thanks, homie. Well, so I used the speech to try to level that up as much as possible. It didn't seem to do anything. I'm not sure if food goes bad or not, but I'm just gonna keep grabbing food. Hopefully they don't mind. I'll eat the cheese. Cheese seems like it might go bad. Depending on the cheese. The apples. Yeah, I like apples. Hey, what?
I hear you came from Skalitz today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
Well, you know, it was pretty crazy, let me tell you. They slaughtered everyone. Should I just say that?
I can tell you what happened, but I don't understand why. We were just going about our usual business when the soldiers came and began their slaughter. Anyone who couldn't flee to the castle was cut down. They destroyed everything. It's a miracle I escaped with my life. I could do with a bite to eat.
Dude, are you serious right now? I just ate so much food. Oh, I grabbed so much food. Let's see. Where's the hunger? 53. did. Overeating. You've eaten too much. You won't be hungry for much longer. Clumsy. Okay. So that's what this pig. Where is it? Right here. Kinda wish I could click that, read about it. Is this the time? It is. Alright, well we're going to bed anyways. Dude, we are clumsy. Alright. Go to the top of the courtyard lodge and sleep there until morning. Is this... I don't know. It doesn't seem right. Okay. Nope. Oh! Dude, my guy has like food coma like no other. Don't worry about taking a fat nap.
What the?
Yo, yeah, get out of my way, brah. Dude, that's so crazy. Oh. I fell asleep while I was walking. Hey, oh, don't mind me. Oh, it's in there. So I went too far.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper.
Fuck you. Yeah, run, run. Dude, alright. Seems like we should be going in here. It's not very clear. Is that it right here? Oh, I'm in private area. Okay, this is it. Tiredness. If you are tired, your stamina. Oh, forgot to take my boots off. Shh, forgot to shut the door.
God knows what it was. Is someone there?
Is someone there? Let's do this just to be role playing a little bit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna take my boots off. Let's see if they say anything. How long do you want to sleep? Probably the usual amount of time. Let's do 6 a.m. Sounds good, right? Oh, okay, so these are changing. 12 hours. Could you imagine sleeping 12 hours? I'm sure some of you can.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry.
Ooh,
Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
I like you.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Let's tell the story, I guess.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Let's keep doing our speech.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Yeah, let's do this one too. You know what? No, let's keep doing
Father
speech.
and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
So we are still doing
I saw
speech.
smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then
Hopefully-
death descended on Skalitz.
Hopefully it's leveling up my speech.
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
Oh shit. That was her. Oh my god. Should I lie? Will it level up my speech? Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I gonna regret it? I'm gonna do it!
I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them, and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Really?
Oh, dude,
I'll never
failed.
forget the horror.
I
It
shouldn't
will
do
haunt
that
me
now.
for the rest
I
of my
knew I
life.
was gonna regret it.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Game saved. Alright, guess we'll have to start. First half. See you next time.